Hey everyone, Wolf here. Today with the garage of a semi-pro CSBK racer, we'll be installing an exhaust onto a Ninja 400. It should be about a 30-minute process. The tedious part of the process will be to install a washer inside the headers. It'll be a little harder to do, but as soon as it gets done, it'll be easy to go through. 30 minutes or big max. Just 30 minutes if you don't really have that much experience in doing it. Motorcycle will need an exhaust to help the performance of the bike. And by doing so, with the new exhaust, we got a Handle exhaust. So it's an aftermarket. It will be, make the bikes a little louder and also more, air leaving, increased airflow basically. Make sure that the bike is turned off completely. Also, make sure the bike is stable and lifted off the ground. Cold. If it's hot, you could burn yourself, so make sure it's cold. And yeah, so we'll not show how to take it off because the exhaust is already off, but we'll go into the step of putting it in. And also, if you don't know how to take it off, it'll be just the reverse process. So let's get going. The equipment and tools that we'll need for this project are quite simple. A 13 and 12 millimeter socket, a ratchet or wrench, some pliers for these springs right here. The 12 millimeter socket is gonna be for these 4 bolts right here. The 13 is going to be for this bad boy that attaches to the side of the bike. And let's not forget about your washers. You could get some new ones, but we're gonna keep these because they're still in pretty good condition. But if they're too worn out, you're gonna have to get some good ones, some new ones. Obviously, on an exhaust. In this case, we have a little Handle boy. And yeah, let's get going. 1, try to support the exhaust off the ground so that you have more free play. Step 2, insert the washers from underneath, basically through a little crack in the headers. And as the headers and the washer are basically like flush together, just push it in so that the air is inserted. And after that, step 3 will be to screw these bolts in. And yeah, make sure when tightening these, you alternate. You go one, the other side, the other side, and just slowly just tighten them one by one, like one after the other, so that you don't over tighten them and it's just not even. Now the next step will be to place the springs. Let's get it. Step 4. Step 4 completed. The springs are attached. Just hook them with the hooks and just pull them, and they'll go in. Now we're moving on to the side of the bike for step 5. Step 5, locate the bracket that should be under the seat, basically. The bracket that should be on the seat that will attach to the side. We already went and bolted in, but a little anchor around the exhaust. This is an aftermarket bolt, but so we need an Allen key for it. But yeah, the 13 will go right here and tighten it up, and there we go. We are all done. The exhaust is now on the bike, and we've attached everything. Yeah, there were no complications. It took about 20 minutes, and yeah, in a bit we'll start the bike and we'll hear it. Some warnings. Make sure you don't over tighten the bolts, especially here it's an Allen key, so if you over tighten it, it'll strip. It's gonna be really hard to get out later on. Or in the headers, make sure you don't over tighten these, because if you do, you could kind of mess up the bracket, and it could get a little crooked. And the springs, make sure you don't mess up the hooks when you're pulling them, because if you do, you won't be able to actually hook properly. Yeah, so we're gonna start the bike in a bit for you guys. This one's it. the steps. Now the exhaust on the bike. Before starting the bike, make sure that everything is well secured. As we seen, we started the bike, everything runs fine, everything runs smooth. Great note. If any more information might be needed, you can always check your service manual. Refer to your brand, model, and year. Look up the manual, and it will always be your best friend. Besides that, thank you. Follow the steps properly. Everything should run smoothly. Till next time.